not sure I like how it looks in the viewfinder, but I like how it looks in real life. So we're gonna just go ahead and see how it looks once we have a whole finished face. It goes right through a pimple. Great. Oh my goodness, how did I already lose it? I just used it. Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So today we have another episode of my Use Them Shadows series. If you're new here, basically that means that I choose one of my eyeshadow palettes out of my collection and I create a look with them. Hopefully it's something that I don't have on my channel yet. So this week we're going to use a pastel palette, if you couldn't tell by my eye look, and it's the Beauty Bay Pastels Palette. Now I already have a look with this on my channel, which was my review, and if I'm honest, in the beginning I was a bit stuck of what to do with this because, as I mentioned in that video as well, I feel like this is a great companion palette for brights, but sometimes it can be a bit tricky to use it by itself, so I was not too sure what to do. So I was just sitting on my bed, you know, still looking like a potato, and I was just scrolling through Instagram until I came across this one account where she did this like beautiful, almost tie-dye looking eye, but with a black liner, but that inspired me to do my look with a double liner and in white. But the color story is quite the same, that it goes from a green to a blue to a purple to a pink. And her username is Marion Chameleon. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm going to put the picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. But I thought, that's a beautiful look and I want to do something similar. So here we go. But I feel like that's enough blabbering. If you want to see how I created this look, then just please keep on watching and let me know what you think. Well, I'm not sure I like how it looks in the viewfinder, but I like how it looks in real life. So we're gonna just go ahead and see how it looks once we have a whole finished face. First step, I primed my eyes with the NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and this time around I primed it a bit more strategically than I normally would. So I first put loads on my eyelid. Ah, it's so nice to use a big one. I had a little one before and I just finished using it, so this is lovely. And then I took a flat brush, if I can find it. I have so many brushes in front of me. I should have got this ready. There we go. So this is the Jessup MUL17. I don't know what the MUL stands for, but basically I worked the primer in my eye with this, and I worked it in a shape that I would want to pat down my eyeshadow in. So I'm gonna try to match up what we have on the other eye. And I wanted it to go higher up above my crease so you can see that shape. So I kept my eyes open so I can see how high up I have to go. And then once you have a general shape, obviously you can close it and work the shadow in. I think this might be easier with something like a white peely space, but I don't have that, so you know, we're working with the old trusted Jumbo eye pencil and it's fine. Doesn't matter at the moment. If it's not fully correct, we can always work on that slightly later. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then we move in with the eyeshadow palette. So, oh, it's really washed out. There we go. So I have quite a few brushes next to me, and first I'm going to go in with this random, slightly small, denser brush and use the shade Daze. And I pat that in the inner portion of the eye. Moving on to the next brush, which is just a random flat brush, and I managed to get eyeliner on it somehow, but it dried, so it's fine. And we move into the shade Cloud Free, which is this beautiful turquoise color, and then pat that on next to the green. And I just used these brushes to blend them into each other. I just sort of kept patting it over where they meet, so it's not one harsh line. And then you can go back in with the green if you feel like it needs it. Like so. Next flat brush. This is the Jessup 16 and I dipped it in the shade Euphoria. And again, lined it up next to previous shade, and these two were a bit harder to blend, but oh well, it works. Would have been nice to have a color that's a bit more blue, but then go back in with that turquoise shade. And, you know, just blend them until you're happy with how they look like. And then for the last color again, just a small brush. This is a random one again from an Amazon set. And I dipped it in the shade Lovesick. And patted it on the other corner, making sure I keep the shape. Again, if you feel like some colors need a bit more help, you can just go over them. Oh, I just hit pan. Look at that. Can you see? I mean, this palette in general looks quite well loved, but that's surprising, but yay, it's used, I guess. Now that this step is done, I'm gonna move in with a small, like quite small brush. This is, I would love to tell you what this is, but the writing is not on it anymore. It's just from an art shop, really. If you want really good but precise eyeliner brushes that's not gonna cost you a fortune, go to an art shop and pick these up. I don't think I paid more than like £2 for any of these, and I have a bunch, so they are great. The liner I'm gonna use is the Inglot AMC eyeliner gel in the shade 76, and mine was a bit dry, so I added a drop of the Inglot Duraline. And now I'm going to trace the line that we outlined earlier, that shape that we have, and that's quite hard work. So let's see if we can do that again. I did it on the other eye, so it should be fine. I like to sort of put my pinky on my face, and then I can just have a bit more of a stable application. Something like that. Let me see if I can turn the brightness down. There we go. So that's the first line done, and usually I like to give it a bit more time to dry. Actually, this side turned out better than that one on first application, so that's great. So I'm going to give it a bit of time to dry, and then we'll go in with a second layer. Now, if you're confident enough that you can match up the other eye and you can place your liner exactly where you want it to, you can go in straight with the liner. But I'm still learning my way around with graphic liners and stuff. It takes me a while. So what I did, I took my jumbo pencil and I took a brush. So I took a small angle brush. Again, it's from an art shop. This one is the Pro Art Masterstroke Series 63 Angled Shader. Again, you know, art store. But I took this brush and I just stroked it on the side of the pencil so I can get enough shadow, or whatever you want to call it. And I basically mapped out first where I want my second liner to be. It goes right through a pimple. Great. And then if you feel like you messed up, to clean up, I took a Jessup 19 brush, so again an angled brush, and I just go in there. There's no product on it, and it sort of acts as an eraser, which is great. And just clean it even on the back of your hand. You can go back again, and you can use this method as well with the liner. Before it dries, it cleans it up just as easily, and it's quite a good way to keep it in the in-between area clean. But now I'm gonna just go back to the Inglot liner, trace what I already pre-drawn, and then I will be back to show you what else I've done after that. And then what I've done as a last step, actually no, there are two more steps, but I've taken my Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Eyeliner in the shade Cosmic Stars, and I just filled in that gap. So it has a little bit of a sparkle. I'm not sure how much it comes across on camera. Hold on. Can you see that glow there? It is a little bit of a subtle difference, but I quite like it. So we're gonna go for that on this eye as well. I might as well keep you zoomed in. Also wondering if I should add a black liner or will that ruin everything. I might just do my face makeup and then go from there. I'm not too sure. And we'll give it a bit of time to dry, add one more layer, and then I'm gonna do my complexion, and I will be back to, you know, add some shadow to the under eyes and then see where we go from here. Actually, what am I talking about? There's one last step that I did here to have a bit more glow in that arch area, and because there's only pastel shades in there, I had to reach for something else, and I reached for my Balm Nude'Tude palette, and I went into the shade Sassy, which is this white iridescent shade. So I used a small brush, dipped it in there, and then blended it right on the arch. And a little bit in front, so it's not just a stark highlight. Like so. It doesn't make much of a difference, but I feel like I need a bit more. But it just adds a little bit more glow to that arch area, which I really like. Alright, now you will see me next with my complexion. I finished it. At the end, I decided not to add anything else. Keep the skin nice, simple and glowy. So yeah, that's it. It's definitely not fully symmetrical, but oh well, it happens. Look at that side. I feel like that side turned out better. And let me know what you think. I just, yeah, at the end decided not to put anything on the lower lash line either, like in my inspiration picture. And yeah, this is what it turned out to be, and I really, really like it. I don't know, I feel like it's nice and fresh and a little bit different from what I normally do. But let me know what you think. Let me zoom you out so I can say a proper goodbye. Not in, Sandra. Out. I really wish I had some sort of tie-dye top, but I don't. So that's what these eyes reminds me of, like a really nice tie-dye top or a sweatshirt. Like, you know, maybe it's just because I keep seeing them still on my TikTok. I don't know. But that's what it reminds me of. But let me guys know what you think of this. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I have the occasional Saturday videos as well, and they are all makeup and beauty related. So if that's your thing, please click the bell as well so you get notified every time I upload. But for now I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye.